What is up, Esports Racing Network? I'm your host, LRS, here with the Wheel to Wheel F1 series. We are here in Silverstone for race 12 of 13. I'm joined up in the booth, as always, by my buddy SP. And SP, how are you doing tonight?
Man, I'm doing great, man. We got some action like usual. The penultimate race of the season, and we're at Silverstone, probably the F1's home, and I also can't wait. We got a big field, 20-car field for the second time or third time this season. So it's gonna be a great race, open track, a lot of passing gonna happen. And yeah, I mean the points are not that far, so a lot of action to keep up with all night long. I'm heading out on the track right now, but yeah, I'm just super excited. I can't wait. I know I've been slow and dead, but we'll see what I can do this race.
Yeah, SP, like you mentioned, the points are close. It's a 12-point gap between Zig and Clean. Now, we do have some new faces here racing with us this week. They are spread throughout the field. We also have some returners and some people who haven't raced in a couple of races here as well. Tycho is back after his stint where he won a race. He's left, and now he's come back, and he's looking to win again, trying to keep Zig off the winner's podium. You also look up the field. There's a newcomer, Andre, in the Red Bull. Now, SP, I don't know anything about Andre. Do you have any input about that?
I don't really know who he is. I really don't. First time I didn't even talk with him, so I don't even know any intel. I heard he's half decent, and we'll just have to wait and see what he can do in qualifying and throughout the race. But another guy I'm going to keep an eye on is Clader. Clader from the F2 series making the jump to the F1 series. I think he's going to show really a lot tonight. He'll be up in the top 8, top 10 for sure, and maybe battle the top 5, but we'll see.
Yeah, at SP, we did a full 30-minute practice session, and at the end of the practice session, it was Zig fastest, and you were second. Give or take, Zig was about 2 seconds quicker than the whole field. I don't really think anybody got a competitive lap time in. What are you expecting to be a competitive lap time?
26s, 27s, and pull time will be in the 25s. That's what I think.
All right, well, you heard from SP there. And we're going to look down the grid. We do have people in different places as well. Icy is back. Tycho's here in the Alpha Tauri. You look, Tyler is back. He's in the Alpine. Laser, like we all figured out last week, is full-time back in the Williams seat. Andre is in the Red Bull. Kiwi back in the Red Bull as well. That could be a really stacked team. Ovo is racing this week. He's in the Alpine with Tyler. That's a pretty interesting team. And yeah, we're just waiting and waiting for the big heavy hitters to come out. The first person to complete a lap is going to be SP if he does not invalidate through Maggots and Beckett's here. We'll see. Got through there pretty good.
That was the best I ever got through there.
Nice. Yeah. So we'll see what you can put down. This is probably one of the hardest corners. This is where a lot of people will invalidate because they will run wide. You do not. So we'll see what happens around the final kink into the final corner. Got through there good. This is where through goes Hamilton. Yeah. But SP comes across line to set a baseline lap of 1:27.5. Now, SP, is that a lap that you're surprised with yourself or a little disappointed?
A little disappointed. I expected a little better, but it's a good start lap. We'll see what we can do later on. I feel like I have a little more speed in the lost a little speed, although Days just ran slower, but yeah,
By 3/1000ths of a second.
yeah, I feel like I could run a little better than what I did, but time to park the car. We'll maybe run 1 or 2 more laps and use 1 or 2 more sets, and we'll see where we go from there.
Yeah, next up, we're going to get our first taste of what Andre can do in the Red Bull. He started his flying lap. We'll sit on board with him, see how he hits the apexes through the first sector, which is, in my opinion, the most technical. Got through there pretty good. I liked the angle he took. Ran. See down the kennel straight. See where he can place the Red Bull. Wow, that was a really nice apex there from him. Purple first sector, runs wide there to cut it back down and get out of the corner well. I liked that a lot from him. SP, I know you're setting another lap as well, or probably coming into the pits. It's interesting when you get newbies like this because the last few newbies we've had start races in this league, they've won on their first outing and then they've been an unstoppable force.
Yeah, and honestly, hold on, give me 1 second.
Through the middle sector, Andre runs purple. Now, he did kind of mess up into the entry of Magus and Beckett's, but we'll see how he gets through the final corner. SP, sounds like you're back.
Yeah, sorry. I was getting a message from our rookie Clater. He had a little question. I just want to make sure he knew what it was. Okay, we're good there. By the way, Yeti, he had a quali ban. I thought he wrecked, and I realized it's quali ban. So Yeti gonna have to start from the rear, Luke. Not something we really see from Yeti. He usually starts about top 8, top 6. He's gonna have to come from the rear, and we have 20 cars tonight. So
yeah, we're waiting on that 20th car. I don't know who it is.
Yeah, I'm not too sure who it is either. We got 19. Maybe it's Heathen.
I think you're correct in the other McLaren.
Yep, that would be it. We're waiting on Heathen. I think he works. I think he's getting off work. So the new guy, Andre, goes 126.7. That's kind of what I expect a top 10 lap to be. Loading goes a 127.9. That's a very good lap.
09.
09. That's a really good lap. That's about where I'm running. 127 flats to 26 nines. That's kind of where I'm at as far as pace goes. So I don't know. If I can pick up another 5, 6 tenths, I'll be happy with my lap. But like I said, it's gonna be interesting to see who's gonna be where and when. This track is so hard, but there's a lot of easier points of the track, and you just gotta take advantage of the certain parts of the track to really get that good time in.
Yeah, and last time we visited this track in an open wheel car, SP had one of the most horrific crashes I've seen. SP, please explain to us why you got 150 feet in the air.
So, yeah, I was hosting the lobby. I was also streaming. We're not doing that again. Pretty much, I went about 1,000 feet in the air, hit the sky barrier. If you want to go see that clip, it's on the Esports Racing Network Instagram. I think there's like 75,000, 77,000 views on that, so it kind of blew up. So if you guys want to see what happened to me flying throughout the air, go check it out. But, I mean, before that happened, I was on a top 5 run, and then it started glitching out in the first part. And there's also a clip of that on the Esports Racing Network Instagram, so you can check that out too. Where it started glitching out a little bit here and there, and then just taking it into Sector 1 and turn about 2, I want to say. I hit the turtle, and it shot me up. I landed on the ground. Not a lot of damage that first hit. Then I go into the next corner. I jumped in the air. Not a lot of damage. And then the third one, that was the monster hit. I got so high in the air, it took me maybe 10 seconds to hit the ground, and I got all this freaking damage. And then, to cap it all off, coming to the finish, I screamed again. Luke went on board with me, and I was under the map after that. So a lot of stuff happened here, and I will remember this track so much for that. But in the F2 cars, I just felt like I was really good. Honestly, I probably could have had probably a better lap, honestly, or not a better lap, better finish, but I don't know. I've come here with vengeance. I want to get a good finish, try to finish in the points tonight. I know it's a 20-car field. I know I'm not that fast, but we're going to try to do what we can.
Yeah, SP, and while you were talking, some pretty interesting names jumped to the top of the board. Your teammate Laser went P1 with a 126.1, and then Malukas went to P2 with a 126.2.
All right, Malukas looking like the old Malukas now. Shout out to Laser, my teammate. Very fast driver. He knows what he's got to do.
And the one I'm watching right now, I'm on board with him. He's on a flyer. It's Kiwi. He is 5 for 6 in his starts in terms of wins. He's trying to make it 6 out of 7. That's a pretty crazy stat.
I'd have to say so myself. Kiwi knows how to get it done. Looked like he was kind of sandbagging in practice. He was not that fast, but we'll see.
Well, that's something that our fast guys like to do. If you look at INF, he doesn't go out until the last second. Zig doesn't show you what he's got until it really matters. Neither does Kiwi. Now, I've only seen Tycho a couple of times. I don't know how he does it. HD will go out there immediately. So, I mean, it really doesn't. It's a whole different thing. But here comes Kiwi. We'll see what he puts down. Tracking really well. Probably going to be a 125. Yeah, 125.3.
I'm going to tell you what, right now, a 125. What run?
125.3.
That'll be top 3. I think there's some people that can hit the flats. I have not seen a 24 yet in this group, so we will see.
Well, Zig just ran a lap, and it was a 125.6, 3/10 behind Kiwi.
Oh, Zig got more than that.
Next up to cross the line, it's going to be SP to start a flyer. Clater is on a flyer behind SP. We'll see what he can put down. Looks pretty decent. 127.1, jumps right in front of SP in the timing chart. Behind him is Clean, who's going to start a flying lap. That's who I am most eager to see put a lap down because he's chasing Zig for that championship. Last season, the Aston Martin team won the championship with INF behind the wheel. Can they do it with Clean? INF not in it this time. Clean trying to keep the streak alive for Aston Martin. Trying to get that championship out of Zig's hands. Going to be hard, but still possible. And we don't even know where we're racing next week. There's still a debate. It's going to be Brazil, Hungary, Abu Dhabi, or Qatar. And the voting is really close for that. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a shock for these drivers, especially if the championship is not sealed tonight.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Somebody just jumped up. It was Tycho to P2. 0.02 of a second ahead of Zig, but about 0.3 behind Kiwi. SP's about to finish his lap. He's up a few tenths, but he ran wide there. Somehow it did not invalidate it. We'll see what he gets. Yeah, up 0.4, but he didn't improve really anywhere on the timing sheet. He's up right on Clater and loading. So SP, where do you feel like you're lacking speed or maybe grip? What part of the track do you think is most technical? I really feel like,
man, that's a tough one. I really feel like I'm lacking it in sector 1 and 2 and 3 and the pit road. And it's just hard, man. I just don't know what I can do as far as speed goes. If I had to say really what sector was my most challenging, probably near the end of sector 1. That is kind of my trouble point. And honestly, where I'm coming up to right here, if you want to get on board, Clean goes P1.
I am on board with you. That's a great lap from Clean.
This sector right here is where I struggle with, because I go wide there, then I have to cut it short, then I have to go here, and then I try to run it wide. I kick out. I don't know. That sector there, or that section there, I struggle with too. But like other than that, in the other two sections I just talked about, I'm okay.
Now, SP, this is what we, if you're in it for the entertainment factor, we want to see Clean beat Zig. Now, Clean is 3 positions ahead of Zig, but more importantly, in a podium position, which would reward more points. You know Zig has the pressure on him. You know Clean has the pressure on him. Who do you like in a pressure situation like this?
Well, Zig does a lot of open wheel stuff. I think Zig is very calm, cool, collective. We've seen it. He's got that personality where he has no worry. I don't know what Clean's got. I know Clean can push the issue, and he's more willing to make those aggressive moves. So, I don't know. I'll take Zig in this kind of category. I feel like just Zig's got a little more smoother kind of tone. He kind of knows what he's got to do, and really, he's just Zig. I mean, he's pretty good. He knows what he's got to do, like I said.
I would agree with you, but the only reason I disagree in the slightest is because over the past few weeks, Zig has kind of fallen a little bit. He's kind of slipped a little bit and let Clean come back into the championship. I know Zig has been consistent, but Clean has been more consistent, and Zig can't allow that to happen, especially now that it's within grasp. It's really, balls to the wall at this point. There's nothing to lose. So I don't think he wants to be in this position. I don't think he planned to be in this position. So I don't really know how he feels right now, but I know how I would feel.
I got you there.
It's very interesting. But SP, this qualifying session flew by. We only have 2 minutes left.
Oh.
I think HD just plowed into the back of an Alpine car.
Oh, bunch of cars scattering all over the place in front of me. Hi, Zig.
HD crashed into the back of Ovo. That's what happened.
That might be a grid penalty.
Yeah, it didn't pop up on my screen, but it's possible.
I made a small adjustment to my car. I'm going to see what I could do here.
Well, everybody getting ready to set their final laps. Every single car left in the qualifying session is out on the track.
That's something we don't get to say often.
Clean has retired the car. He thinks that that lap is good enough. SP, do you think a one...
Yeah, I think he'll be okay.
Yeah, he probably will be okay. I'm going to watch INF here, see what kind of lap time he can do. That's another person to watch. That's Clean's teammate. Caution in the second sector. It's just everybody backing up to get out of the way of the people on flying lap. The only driver who's not going to get to set a lap on merit is Heathen. We have the full 20-car grid, but he will not. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Here comes INF into the final couple of corners. We'll see what his Aston Martin has in store, if anything. Oh, he hit the curb really hard. Going to run wide. That's going to kill his momentum. We'll see. He'll get another lap. Not a good enough lap. He goes only P8.
Well, I was up 4/10, and then I just freaking screwed up.
Next up to cross the line is going to be the Red Bull of Andre. He's up 4/10. It's going to be a good lap for him. He jumps to P5. Nice job for Andre. Days is done. Icy only P7. Trash Can's also running a little better. Up a 10th. He's down in 11th. Could he improve? He's the next to cross the line. There's also a McLaren back behind him. That's Malukas. And I think loading. Yeah. Here comes Trash Can. He crosses the line. He improves by 4/100ths. Moves into 10th. Bumps down HD. Next across the line is Tycho, who goes fastest by about 0.3 of a second. Very impressive from him. Next across the line, Malukas. He crosses the line, only jumps to 7th. Loading is finished. Last qualifier is Clater. And I guess Laser. You can, and Kiwi. Kiwi's still here as well, actually. Kiwi's up a couple of tenths. He could steal it. He goes second by less than a 10th behind Tycho. Laser finishes in P6. SP, got to be proud of your teammate there.
Yeah,
now,
good job there.
Our last qualifier is going to be Andre, who's trying to set another lap. Probably just going to pull it into the pits here. Yeah, he is. It's Tycho and Kiwi on the front row. The championship rivals of Clean and Zig share the second row, SP. It's going to be entertaining.
Yeah, no, my God, I am ass. I am 15. I got a lot of work to do.
Well, SP, I would honestly rather be that far back than be 11th, 10th, or 9th, because the chaos is going to erupt mid-pack for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I did make an adjustment on my car, and I was up about 3/4 tenths. And honestly, 4 tenths would have put me about 11th, 12th maybe. So I have a little better car than where I qualified, but I suck at overtaking. So I, I have no clue what's gonna happen here.
Well, SP, they're probably not going to roll the timer till 11, I would say. So we're going to have a little break here. It's about a 8 minute break to get some picks in to talk about the track and talk about um, where people qualified.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of people on this grid tonight, and this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, SP, there's a ton of heavy hitters. All the heavy hitters we expected up at the front of the field. Tycho and Kiwi on the front row, the championship protagonists of Clean and Zig, third and fourth. Andre in his first start, fifth. Laser in his third start, sixth. Lucas with a good start in seventh. Icy down there in eighth. INF not where he wants to be in ninth. Loading 10th. Trashcan 11th, HG 12th, Days 13th, Clater in his first start 14th, SP 15th, Tyler 16th, Ovo 17th, Meso 18th, Yeti 19th, and Heathen rounds out the field in 20th. SP, look what Alex sent, by the way.
I will in a second.
So, obviously, we're not going to roll the clock for a while here, so we're going to have time to choose our race picks as well as over, under, and predictions. Yeah, we have 6 minutes. They said they're going to roll the clock at 10:59.
All right. So we're gonna have a little bit. Oh man. I don't I have no clue. There's so many factors going into tonight, and honestly, I mean, who knows who's gonna win this?
SP, there are so many factors. There's so many different fast guys that we have not gotten a chance to see race together. Kiwi, Tycho, we have Andre in here now. We have Clean up there. Zig is up there. Andre is new. Clater's here. You're here. Yeti's in the back of the field. INF is mid pack. There is so much to unwrap, but it's all going to come unwrapped on the first lap. There's going to be insane racing and probably chaos in these first couple of corners.
Yeah, for sure. And we got Yeti coming from the back too. I don't even know how he's gonna make it through the field.
Yeah, SP, and we do have about 4 minutes, so let's get into our race pick section. SP, who are you keeping an eye on?
Oh gosh, man. A lot of new faces tonight too, plus the championship. I I really don't know. I mean, Zig has been the most dominant car all season long, but recently he has kind of struggled a little bit. I mean, Spain, he really struggled, and I don't know. He's starting fourth. We got Tycho and Kiwi both on the front row. Those two guys know how to get it done. And Clean, too. I mean, you couldn't be wrong if you chose the top four. Any of those guys could win. I'm going to go out, and I'm going to say that Kiwi is going to get it done tonight. I just feel like he's pretty good here. Tycho, I feel like he's got a good short run car. I don't think Kiwi's got that short run. I think he's got more of a long run. We're gonna have a lot of long runs tonight, or a long run tonight. I think Kiwi gets it done tonight.
Yeah, I like the pick. By the way, before I go with my pick, shout out, we have 15 viewers right now. So we are thankful for you guys. If you have not yet, I'll say it before SP does. I'm going to plug the Esports Racing Network Instagram account. Go check that out. We post every day. Well, I think SP tries to post every day, every week.
Once a week, yeah.
Funny content on there.
Yeah, we're already up to 300 followers on that account. We're trying to get to 500 by the end of the month. I think we can do it for sure. I'll be posting something probably Sunday. Sunday's the day I usually post, Sunday or Monday. That's kind of when I post a video a week. And that's kind of to use that Instagram algorithm, because if you post a bunch of videos at once, a lot of them won't get noticed. So You go once a week, it'll let one of the videos die down, and um, from there. So yeah,
Yeah, and now I'm going to get into my picks. I don't think Zig or Clean are going to be a factor tonight in terms of the win. They will battle each other probably for a podium finish, maybe fourth. It's going to be hard to bet against Kiwi. Like you said, SP, he's about to go 5 for 6 if your prediction happens in terms of wins. I just have a weird ick or weird itch, and I'm going to go with Icy.
I see. Wow, I didn't know he was in the race tonight.
Yeah, he qualified 7th.
Wow. I don't know if that's the best pick, but I don't think it's a worst pick either. You really couldn't be wrong with the top 8. You really couldn't. And honestly, anything can happen. I mean, we could have a huge wreck. Lap 1 takes out half the field, and who knows? I mean, so many factors going into this race. We have not had a 20-car field since the first race of the season at Bahrain, so...
And that's an easy track. This is a technical track, so...
Yeah. And the funny part is I qualified 15th for both of these races, so... there's that. Anyway, Luke, let's get ready. Let's have some fun. We should be going here in the next minute or two. I assume next
man,
two.
We got a minute and about, I don't know, 20 seconds. They said you could press A at 10:59, and we got the 30-second countdown. So we're in for a treat.
Yeah, and honestly, Luke, over under real quick. There's the timer right there. Over under caution, the first safety car, I should say. I'm gonna go 7.5.
I'm gonna go. I feel like it's gonna be right around there. It's gonna be on like lap 5, so I guess I have to go under.
Okay, well, we thought about that at Spain. We didn't get a safety car all race at Spain, so we did have some incidents. We saw a Zig wreck, so
Well,
it's time to
well,
go.
SP, yeah, you got to think about too. 3 races in a row, we have had a race with no DNFs. That's a crazy streak for us, but here we go.
It ain't gonna last that long.
Yeah, the penultimate race of the season. The 5 lights are on. They're out, and we're underway. Tycho got a good jump over Kiwi, who kind of spun the tires. Clean got a great jump. He's already challenging him for second place. Zig did not get a good start. He's being challenged from Andre and Laser. Clean already trying to get by Kiwi for second as everybody behind them gets through the first couple of corners pretty cleanly. You see Laser up into 5th place. Clean sends it up the inside of Kiwi, pushes him a little wide. Tycho starts to pull away. Everybody going through the village section onto the Kennel Straight. You saw Clean almost just lost it. Here comes Zig with a big run. Back behind everybody, Lucas and Trashkin are trying to swap around positions for the final point. You see they're side by side, and they're side by side in front of them. Oh, and then the McLaren goes off and into the wall. I think that was Lucas.
Virtual safety car. Well, Luke, we already lost that bet. Actually, we won the bet. The safety car already happened. Well, virtual. I don't even know what happened there. I had a great angle of it. It looked like just contact and then spun. No safety car yet. But, wow.
It looked like Lucas might have made contact with Andre or INF and then overcorrected the car and hit the wall. That's what it looked like on my end. What a great virtual safety car restart from Kiwi, who somehow closed 0.8 of a second on Tycho. He was not ready. Clean is there still. Zig is there still. Laser is still there. Icy is up to 6th. We're going to look at the biggest movers of the race. Andre, one of the big losers. Lucas, one of the big losers. Both of the McLarens are coming into the pits. They both have damage. Clater has had contact. He's spun out. Yeti's up 5 spots. SP's up 3. They're the biggest movers. This is the battle that everybody's going to be focusing on right here. 3rd and 4th, Clean and Zig. The difference between a podium spot and a 4th place finish is, I think, 6 points. So that would cut the championship down to 6 points between them for the final race of the season. But if Clean were to get the fastest lap, it would be 5. Everything is still on the board. Look at the tires, see what everyone's on. It's a huge mix between medium and hard SP. You went with the hard. What's the strategy?
Around. He's around in the S's. Oh, no.
No damage, just spun off into the runoff.
Yeah, right in front of me, too. It gave me a damn heart attack.
The top 4 under a blanket. Laser and Icy falling off a little bit. INF falling off as well. Yeti up to 12th after starting 20th. Not the ideal start from McLaren, not the ideal season for McLaren. They run 19th and 20th after lap 1 contact. You see Tycho slowly gaining on Kiwi, but Clean keeping both of them in tow. So is Zig. Laser's falling off. He's under fire, it looks like, actually, from Icy. Yes, he is, trying to pull INF with him. SP, before HG spun in front of you, I was going to ask, when you take the hard tire, what's the strategy?
Make it last long and go as long as you can. That's about all I gotta say, man, but I like my car. It feels good right now.
Well, that's what you would like to hear if you're a race car driver. If you're an SP fan, I'm an SP fan.
Thank you.
See Laser, SP's teammate, in the top 5, struggling for grip. Here comes Icy with a big run. He's pulling INF as well. Icy moves into the top 5. INF next to make a move. Ovo, the first driver with a penalty. Andre got passed around the outside by Loading. Oh, and then there was a pass there. INF with a beautiful move to get by Laser on the inside of the final corner. That's never a passing opportunity. You see a Haas coming into the pits. That's Meso. The 2 McLarens and the 2 Haas's and the 2 out. The entire bottom half of the grid is 2 teammates. The 2 Mercedes are 13th and 14th. The 2 Alpines are 15th and 16th. The 2 Haas's are 17th and 18th. And the 2 McLarens are 19th and 20th. Here comes INF with a big run on Icy for 5th. Icy runs wide. INF got on the curb. And Icy keeps the spot. Up front, the battle still pretty nice for the lead. The top 4 still in DRS. Zig slowly losing time behind Clean, who's keeping up with Kiwi and Tycho. I'm actually surprised by the speed that Clean has, because out of everybody in the top 5, he's the only one on hard tires. Here comes Kiwi with a big run on Tycho. Could make a lunge if he's bold. Not bold enough, though. INF got back by Icy, back into the top 5 for him. Here comes Kiwi with the run again on Tycho. Will he make a move? No. It could come in turn 1, though. We start lap 5 in the top 2, where they started, the top 4 where they started. Look at the speed in the middle of the corner from Kiwi. Tycho looks like he struggles with the grip. Ovo got another penalty, his second 3-second of the race. He's up to 6. He's the only one with a penalty in the whole field. Here comes Kiwi with a huge run with the DRS open. Could make a move, but again, doesn't make it. Being patient. Clean waiting for something to happen between those 2. Icy and INF swapping positions. You see Laser going wide, almost off into the gravel. Trash Cannon loading swap spots. Trash Can up to 9th from 11th. SP's fallen back a little bit, about 2.5 seconds behind them, and then has Yeti another 1 second behind him. You see up front, the battle is here and the battle is now. There goes Kiwi to the inside, and he takes the lead over Tycho. Clean, not close enough to capitalize. Those 2 swap positions. Will Kiwi pull away? both of these two drivers have the same exact amount of ERS left, so you know they're on a level playing field. They're both also on medium tires. We've kept a consistent 15 viewers through these first 6 laps, so thank you guys for being an audience. SP, it is your account if you want to say anything to them.
We work really hard to bring content. It may not be the best content, but it's the best content we can give, so thank you guys.
Well, I think it's some pretty good damn content that we get here from the F1 series, as well as in UTLR in the F2 series, the NASCAR series. We play Roblox. We do a bunch of crazy stuff. So you see, Yeti gets by SP. SP's just gonna let him go through. He knows he's faster, and there is a big gap behind them. SP could fill right into that. Here comes Clean with a run on Tycho, but Tycho's coming with a run on Kiwi. They're all in a pack, but not close enough to make a move for any of them. Zig barely hanging on by a thread. Andre gets by Laser, who falls down to 8th. Here comes INF with a run back on Icy, who passed him to get into the top 5 again. I wish there was some more broadcast angles. It just keeps putting me on board for some reason. You see Tycho still with Kiwi, just maintaining his stuff. He's also saving up ERS while behind him. You saw a little snap of oversteer there. That might allow Clean to gain a position here. No, it won't. I know there's a huge battle in the mid-pack between Laser and Andre and Trashcan and Evan. We'll move into that and look and see how that's forming up. And SP is still keeping up with Yeti. Probably learning a few things from him. They are on the same tire.
Just trying to keep his DRS. And then try to close in, because he is closing on the guys in front a little bit.
Tycho gets the DRS open, but he's not close enough through Maggots and Beckett's to make a move on Kiwi into the second to last corner. Neither is Clean. Neither is Zig. This is the closest the top 4 have been, though. Tycho is as close to Kiwi as he's been. Oh! He spins Kiwi for the lead! Clean goes around the outside and takes the lead!
Through goes Clean! Alright, well, there's a perfectly cut scream.
Kiwi got spun by Tycho. He's fallen to 4th, 5 seconds behind. It's now Clean over Tycho over Zig. Tyler gets a 3-second time penalty. So now, Clean leading the race, but a big run coming from Tycho. He chooses not to make a move. You know Kiwi is not quite happy with that, but that probably lit a fire underneath of him, SP. You know Kiwi is fast now. He's probably going to be even faster. There's a crash. Somebody's around. It's a McLaren. It's Malukas.
I would love a safety car. That would be kind of nice.
That incident happened on lap 7, by the way, SP, just in case you want to go back and get a clip of that.
Okay.
Here comes Tycho, big run out of Maggots and Beckett's. He's going to get to Clean and clear Clean before the final corner. Laser gets a 3-second penalty. Zig not close enough to make a move on the person he's fighting for the championship. Now, SP, before that McLaren spun out, I was saying Kiwi is a fast driver. You know he's mad now, and when you're mad, you race faster. I've learned that firsthand. You know that firsthand, and I would be scared of Kiwi right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be near him.
Yeah, Kiwi's also under fire from Icy and INF. He's probably just trying to pull them with him. He got no damage, so he is lucky. Battle for the lead. Tycho on the outside, Clean on the inside. Tycho trying to take it back. Backs out of it. Oh, but he's sending it back around on the inside. They're side by side for the lead. Clean leaves him just enough room. And Tycho, still second place. Trash Can gets a 3-second penalty, following behind Laser. Tycho's going to get a big run here on Clean down the old pit straight. Here he comes. He's going to make the move before the corner. What does Clean do to come back at him if he wants to come back at him? He does not want to come back at him. He does not try to make a move. Tycho, with such good grip through the middle of the corner, takes the lead back. Now, SP, something to mention, that contact between Tycho and Kiwi, they do add penalties post-race, and that could very well be a 5-second penalty, and that could be something to watch.
All I gotta say is Tycho better pull away, because I guarantee you that will be a penalty.
And that'll be interesting if that is a penalty, because the two battling up here with him are battling for the championship. And if one of them were to win this race due to a penalty, that would be a shock.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Kiwi has stayed just completely stagnant, 4.7 seconds behind them. Into Maggots, then Beckett's. Oh, you see Tycho hit the curb, but Clean does not carry as much pace through there as I thought he would. You see the rear sliding through there, but he's close. He might be close enough to make a move. He's coming. He's coming. He's close enough to make a move. He goes to the... Oh, he almost plowed into the back. He couldn't really make a move. Tycho moved under braking. There's a yellow flag in the third sector. Somebody's around. It's a McLaren. It's Lucas again for the third time.
Where's my safety car?
Man, SP, you gotta feel for Malukas. That's the third time he's spun in this race. Just not his season, not his game. This game, he's just not had it.
Well, I'll tell the people watching the stream, next game, it's gonna be a whole different ball game, because the car drives a lot differently. It might help people, it might hurt people, and I think it might help Malukas.
Yeah, it's going to be a level playing field. It'll help a bunch of people, especially the underdogs like yourself, like Days.
Yeah, I was going to say, because you have to be very patient in those cars, since you could lock up very easily and flat spot the tires, so someone who's a little more patient like me, it benefits. Unlike someone like maybe Clean, where he's all gas.
Yellow flag in the second sector. That's a McLaren again. Could that be Malukas? It's Malukas who spun for a 4th time in 10 laps.
He might have a broken wing or something.
Oh, and for the lead, side-by-side Tycho on the inside. Clean keeps it around the outside. What in the world? That was very odd how that happened. Clean with a huge run on the outside. Kiwi's lost 0.4 of a second. I don't think he has damage. Yellow again, and it's Malukas again. SP, he's got to have rear wing damage or a flat tire.
I feel like Mike Joy calling out Cody Ware about 8 times in the Martinsville race.
Here comes Tycho on Clean to take the lead. He takes it back, but runs the corner wide. Clean gets through it better. Tycho gets a better exit.
Oh,
Lucas, he retired in the pits.
Oh. That's not good.
Trash can lagged out.
Yeah, that's not good.
So I do think the top 3 cars are all pretty even on pace. The question's going to be who's going to be patient enough, who pits first, and who breaks out of the DRS, because that's what's keeping these 3 together, in my opinion.
Yeah, and Luke, to your point, who pits first or pits at all? Obviously, we're going to have to pit, but when's the right time to pit? Because there's 2 different strategies going on right now.
Yeah, if you're on the medium, you're going to obviously pit earlier, which would be Tycho and Zig, and Clean, I would assume, is going to try and go a little longer. But SP, we're already halfway through this race, so they could just, you know, flip the strategy and do exactly what their competitor does, just so they're on the same page.
Yeah, I have a little trick up my sleeve I'm going to try, but I don't know if it'll work.
Laser is in the pits from 8th place. Yeti from last up to 8th. I like what Zig is doing right now. He's, you know, being that guy that, you know, is the underdog, has not been there the whole race in terms of the lead, I mean. And he's just, you know, not showing them what he's got. He's using his ERS to keep up with them, but I still feel like when he wants to, he can do something. I mean, you feel the same way, SP?
Yeah, Zig's probably just saving his stuff. He doesn't want to show his true potential of the race yet. Probably just conserving right now, and then when the time is right, he's going to be like a tiger, and he's going to pounce on its prey. So we'll see what he can do.
Speaking of pouncing on your prey, here comes Clean on Tycho. Clean to the inside of Tycho. Tycho not going to give this one up quite easily. Clean slides up, almost into Tycho. Tycho keeps the lead. Zig is the first of the 3 to come into the pits.
Nice undercut he's trying. HD got a penalty, by the way.
Yeah, 3-second penalty for track limits. Icy is in the pits, so he's going to try and pit the same lap as Zig. That keeps him off of Kiwi, who stays out. Now, I feel like Clean is smart, SP. I don't think he'll battle Tycho here. He'll stay behind him. He probably will pit this time to cover the undercut, and he'll see what he has for Zig. We'll see, though. I mean, he's being aggressive to try and get around Tycho. You can see he's switching to the outside, to the inside, trying to find wherever there's grip. Towards Cop's corner. You could make a move there, but it would be so dangerous. He's not going to. You said they just got to get through Maggots and Beckett's. Good, and they do. And then towards the hanger straight, which they're here now. Now, who's going to pit? Tycho on the mediums. Will he pit and follow the same strategy as Zig? Will Clean do it? We're about to find out. Here's the pit lane. Who's going to dive in? Clean comes in. No, he doesn't. He almost hit the pit road. I don't even know what that thing's called. A bollard?
Could call it the commitment line, but a bollard's okay.
Yeah, Clean kind of faked it out. INF comes into the pits. SP, how do you feel about them running long compared to Zig?
I like
somebody's
it.
around. It's an Alpine. It's Tyler. He hasn't hit anything, though. But yeah, SP, continue. So SP, yeah, you're up to 4th. You're running this long strategy, the same thing as Kiwi, Tycho, and Clean. What is your plan? Because I assume you're going to be doing the same thing as them.
I'm debating if I want to go mediums or softs. That's
Well,
my
I think
whole
softs
thing.
can probably go 10 laps, so if you wanted to switch, you probably could. Pit road is extremely busy right now. You see so many movements going on the left side of the screen. Clean got a sorry, not Clean. Heathen got a 3-second penalty.
Probably go one more lap and probably go one more lap and put the softs on.
Ovo gets out of the way of Yeti, battled him pretty hard. up front with Clean. We'll see if they come into the pits this time. Clean still behind Tycho. The pit lane right there. No, they stay out again. SP, I think they want those good tires for a shorter amount of time. They want to see if they could maybe overcut him because he's trying to perform the undercut.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're trying to do. They want. Oh, I thought I saw some contact between him and Daze, but Daze just moving over now.
No, Daze is not moving over. Now he did. Made Zig take the long way around. Clean could pass Tycho if he wanted to. SP, I absolutely love what Clean is doing right now. I do not want to out him because Tycho could be watching this, Zig could be watching this, but I'm going to say what he's doing. He's sat behind Tycho and he's saved up all of his ERS. So Tycho has about 30% of his ERS. Clean has about 80. I like the strategy from Clean.
I really like that.
And we still have not had a safety car for... Oh, I mean, we had that virtual, but I'm not going to count that, SP. I mean, would you count that?
No, and I'm going to probably stay out. Maybe I just stay out until we get a safety car.
Yeah, then everyone will pit again. Coming into the pits is Tycho. Clean stays out. Ooh, I don't know if I like that by Clean because now you give an advantage to Tycho. Crash Can gets 3 seconds for track limits. SP, I'm on board with Zig. We're going to see where he comes out in relation to Tycho. Kiwi's also in. Kiwi pitted for softs. Tycho pitted for hards?
What?
That's a very interesting call by... Oh, there's a crash. There is a Ferrari around at the entrance of the pits. SP just got a 3-second penalty trying to get out of the way of the leaders. That was loading that spun around. Somehow did not become a safety car. Oh, well, he just retired in the pits. Meso just got 3 seconds. So Tycho SP with this strategy, pitting later is 3.3 seconds behind Zig. When Clean pits here, which I assume he will, he's going to be the same amount behind, about 3.5 seconds behind Zig. It could work. It's going to be close. The only driver who has not yet pitted is SP in 6th. Clean comes in, stops in his box. Really fast stop from the Aston Martin team. We'll see where he comes out in relation to Zig. Not going to be really relatively close. Zig's going to clear for the lead right there. There goes Tycho. Heathen has retired in the pit lane.
God damn it, stop. I'm getting my hopes up. Someone crash on track, please. I want to get a freaking point.
Now, this is definitely not what Clean wanted. Clean did switch on to new medium tires, but now he's behind Icy, Tycho, and Zig. You can see the intensity picking up for Clean. Tycho is close to second on Zig. We have less than 10 laps to go. You see Clean making a move towards Cop's corner. You see Icy backing out of it.
Uh-oh.
That's Clean up to third.
Uh-oh.
What?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What,
I'm about
are you about to have a flat?
Yeah, I'm on 75. I don't... Uh-oh.
So Clean is 3 seconds behind Tycho. Tycho is 2.5 seconds behind Zig. It's gonna be interesting to see how this plays out. I'm gonna stay on board with Clean here for as long as possible just because I want to see how fast he'll close. Kiwi set the fastest lap of the race, SP. He's trying to march forward. He's with Clean. I don't know if we'll see a safety car. There goes... Oh, I thought that was a pass for the lead there. That was just Zig with a lap car. Meso. Tycho down to 1.8 seconds behind Zig. Clean is closed about 3/10 only on this lap, while Tycho's closed a second. If a safety car were to come out, this thing would be completely flipped upside down. The championship would be completely unraveled. This is going to be really close because Clean is closing. Tycho's closing too. He's almost in DRS. Clean is almost there. Meso sets the fastest lap of the race. Shout out to Meso. Clater passes Days. Those guys race a lot in F2 together. Coming to 6 laps to go. What does Clean have for Zig and Tycho? What does Tycho have for Zig? It is so important for Clean to get by Zig, and Clean needs Tycho to pass Zig for the lead, because if Zig wins and Clean finishes third, it's going to be almost impossible for Clean to win the championship. Tycho is there on Zig. Here he comes with a big run with ERS and DRS. He goes to the inside, and Tycho takes the lead. I do think Clean is faster than both of them, though. They're on hards. SPI, don't know why they switched to hards. They should have switched to softs if they were going to run that long. Clean is on mediums. Clean might be in the best spot. Yellow in the first sector, and Mesa retired in the pits. What is with people retiring in the pit lane? Tyler got a 3-second penalty, his third of the race. My goodness, this is about to be a battle of all time between this top three. They're all about to be together, all on a different strategy, on different tires. The yellow in the first sector is for Mesa.
Oh.
SP, I know I already asked you this question, but I'm going to ask you once again. In a situation and a setting like this, you're Clean. You need to win over Zig. What do you do in this situation? You obviously have to do everything possible, right?
Season comes down to this. You know, this could make or break if you win the championship or not. You have to do something daring, very, very bold if you want to even have a fighting shot next week in our finale. If Clean doesn't do anything and sits behind Zig, he ain't going to have a shot at winning the championship. He's going to have to do something. And whether that's moving, little bump here, little bump there, little aggressive move off the track, you have to do something. Because if Zig gets away, it's over. And honestly, Zig just cannot let Clean beat him. If Zig stays in front, Zig in a great spot to win the championship next week. So Clean has to do everything in his power to make sure he doesn't do that.
Woo! What a move from Clean to go to the outside of Tycho. Tycho's racing him really aggressively. Zig took the lead while SP was talking, and Kiwi's back in the battle for the lead. It's 4 cars under DRS. Clean trying to go around the outside of Tycho in the cops. Not gonna do it. Tycho's gonna run wide though. Clean could have thought I made a move, but he didn't. Ovo gets another penalty. SP 4 cars under a blanket with 4 to go. It's anyone's game.
Yeah, and I'm a little scared, man. A lot of those guys have a lot they're fighting for. It'll be a good one.
Clean to the inside of Tycho, sends it up the inside. Tycho leaves the outside open too, but holds the spot. Kiwi's looking to make a move. Clean blocks aggressively. Zig still leading. Tycho is doing everything in his power to keep Clean behind. Look at the speed from Clean. He could dive here if he wants to. It's go time. It's championship time. There goes Clean to the inside of Tycho. He's there. He bumps into Tycho. Get out of the way. But Tycho's going back to his inside with the ERS deployed. Side by side for second. Tycho takes it back. Clean's getting really impatient with Tycho. Back to the inside. Going to switch to the outside. And Zig is still there. Here comes Clean to make a move on Tycho, and Cops does not do it. It's going to have to happen in the next lap or two if he wants to win the race and keep the championship in his hands. Just don't wreck yourself. DRS open for Tycho, DRS open for Clean. Zig trying to break the draft. Kiwi coming with a run. Oh, Kiwi to the inside of Clean, hits the bump, almost kills Clean. Here goes Clean to the inside of Tycho. Clean move. Tycho leaves him no room. Clean moves him out of the way. I don't necessarily know why Tycho's battling so hard when they're racing for a championship. It's not necessarily the clean. Big wreck! Tycho! Kiwi around! Clean through the middle!
I was afraid that was going to happen.
It's Zig first, Clean second, Icy up to third. That was honestly all Tycho's fault. I don't know why he's racing that hard.
Well, does Clean have enough time to go catch Zig? It doesn't look like it. He's going to have about coming to 2 to go. I don't know, Luke. What do you think?
He's 2 seconds behind, but Clean got no damage out of that. He's the one that got sandwiched in the middle and somehow got no damage. He could get there, but I don't know. It'll be close. Somehow Kiwi is still there on Icy for third. I don't know. It's just not. I don't think it's going to work out for Clean. I think Zig's going to win this race. Just some not really clean antics there from Tycho. I'm not impressed, honestly, by that. Tycho wrecked Kiwi just at the start of the race for the lead, and then races like that with championship contenders. I don't know. It's just not the best look.
No, it's not. Clean looks like he's not that far behind Zig. Is he still getting, or is Zig pulling away?
He's 1.8 seconds behind. It's been 1.8 seconds for the last lap.
Oh, man.
Well, we're coming to the white flag. It'll be 18 points for Clean, and it will be 25 points for Zig. So when you do the math and you add 7 to 12, Zig at the end of this race will be leading the championship by 19 points. Clean would still be in it, but it's going to be hard. He's going to have to win the race and have Zig barely score any points.
Well, I don't know if it's over yet. Clean is somewhat there.
Icy gets a 3-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
White flag's out. One more lap to go for Clean and Zig. Zig got the big lead over Clean, but I wouldn't count Clean out yet. Clean's very aggressive. See what he can do through Sector 1.
I don't know. I'm not too sure Clean can get there. He lost time in the past couple laps. He's up to 2.1 seconds behind.
Oh, man.
I mean, he's closing. He's down to 1.7, and we have half a lap to go. Into Maggots and Beckett's for the final time for Zig. Clean is closed quite a bit. He's closed half a second, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Zig has struggled for the past couple of weeks. It's not really gone his way. The championship started to slip out of his hands, but he's brought it back into his grasp, and he's going to win in Silverstone. He leads the championship by 19 over Clean, who finishes in second. Kiwi and INF battling for third. Who's going to get the final podium position? INF bumps him again, goes over the curb. Kiwi gets third. INF fourth. Tycho probably not going to get fifth, probably going to get multiple penalties tonight. Andre comes across the line 6th. Laser comes across the line 7th. HD.
Oh,
8th.
shit.
Trash Can 9th. Yeti actually gets 9th. Trash Can falls to 10th. Icy 11th. Clater 11th, or 12th. Days 13th. SP going to get 14th. Tyler 15th. And Ovo 16th.
We just casually doing burnouts.
Well, SP, we saw a race that was probably going to be really entertaining until that moment, with 3 laps to go between Kiwi and Tycho and Clean. And ultimately, it allowed Zig to pull out to an even bigger championship lead as we head into next week.
Tycho being very quiet in chat.
He is being very quiet in chat, and he probably should be, because
Everyone is just wringing his neck out right now. Hey, but you know what? I want to give a little shout out to Andre. Very nice job. He got 6th place, got some points And Clater, first race, got 12th. Very nice from both of those guys. Um, and hopefully we'll see him a little more often. But great race from those
Yeah,
guys. Stayed quiet, but made some noise here and there.
and Andre's probably going to finish better than sixth because Tycho's probably going to get a couple of penalties.
Yeah, that's for sure. Well, I can get first and second. I don't know if I can get Kiwi in here. I don't know if he has a Xbox and we can just get him in here, but we'll see. There's Clean. Um. Oh. Oh,
I
I need
hope
a.
you say something.
I really hope you say something. I'm not like Alex and ETLR where you have to actually be PG-13. You could be rated MA if I don't care. Be as loud as you will. He didn't even say one thing. Does Kiwi have a? So all right. So I don't know, Luke. Okay, well there's Zig. Um. Okay. Well,
You're getting interviewed second.
so I'll. Yeah, meet your mic, Luke. Thank you. Just meet. Are you, his mic is not on, but it's making that noise. Thank you, sir. Okay,
No, you should. We all call them out in the booth.
I you're good. I'm gonna do interviews. I'm gonna get Zig for the win. Luke, I'll let you get second and third or fourth or whoever wants to get interviewed. I guess we could interview INF or well, you know what? Andres is in here. We can get him an interview if he wants. See, I want to hear from him. I know he didn't finish top five, but he might actually finish top five after this. We can give him a little interview after this. But let me start off with our race winner. Include your audio. Zig, you got a copy, buddy.
Copy.
Oh, okay. Well, Zig, it has not been the easiest few weeks from you. We also saw last week there you and your teammate kind of got together a little bit, a little 50-50, maybe 60-40 kind of incident there where Yeti kind of got into you, and it just hasn't looked like the old Zig we're used to seeing, kind of a little struggling here and there, but tonight it's a little different and came out, you're ready to play, and took advantage of some late race controversy and just took advantage of some of the undercuts and you honestly did really good tonight. Ended up getting another win here, and you extend your championship point lead by almost 20 points. So heading into the last race, I mean, how do you feel about that? That you're so close to being season two champion of Wheel to Wheel.
Feels good to win, but it's not over. It's over, right? One race at a time. Um, had a pretty good start, but then I had to give up position, so it looked like it was a bad start, but off the line it was pretty solid. But I just wanted to keep my nose clean. Didn't want to do something aggressive. Um, so just held station behind the top three. I think one lap I made a mistake and almost fell out of DRS. I think I fell out of DRS, so I had to like drain all my ERS to get back. But was just planning to like stay in that DRS, conserve ERS, and try to beat them on strategy. I think Clean had such a fast car. Like I think he was rapid, and I was worried like when he goes on mediums, um, that might be trouble. So almost thought about staying behind him until he pitted, and then switch to softs or something. But then I didn't want someone from behind to undercut, so I went for the undercut. It worked out. Had track position. Um, I let Tycho go so I could use his DRS, but I think he also let me go for the same purpose. Is that it's important to be in DRS on the final lap on this track. Um, so I was hoping to be in someone's DRS to keep the medium tires behind, but last 2 or 3 laps, I think the tires overlapped and the hards were better again. So I didn't see what happened. Obviously, I saw on the map there were some very tight battles. So some circumstances certainly went my way, but I'll take it. I've had a lot of shitty luck in a couple of weeks. Well, not last week, but in Spain, lost a solid P2. So I'll take it. Sometimes it goes your way, sometimes it doesn't. But clean, awesome speed from you. Um, it's I I think we race at Qatar next week, so hopefully we have a nice battle there.
Well, great job, like I said, Zig. And yeah, it looks like we might go to Qatar. I'm not sure. It looks like Brazil and Qatar are pretty equal. I'm hoping for Brazil myself. I know I don't race for the championship. I'm just racing to just survive. So I hope we go to Brazil because that's probably one of my best tracks. It's had to get rid of damn Singapore. But yeah, honestly, great job tonight, Zig. Obviously, you're looking really good as far as in the championship. But pretty easy. I mean, one more question for you. It looks like it's gonna be pretty easy for you to get a, top eight. You've been running top five, top three all season long. You probably just need about a top eight finish, and you're the champion, buddy. So I mean, going into wherever we're going next week, I mean. How do you like the two tracks that are up for grabs as far as Brazil and Qatar? I mean, which one would you prefer?
I would. I think I voted for Qatar, but I wouldn't mind either of them. Right, we just did Brazil in ARL last week. Neither tracks are my favorite tracks. I would say that the needle tilts towards Brazil in terms of because of the history, but um, just want to bring the car home. I'm not looking at, just need to finish eighth or seventh or whatever. Need to bring in a good result. It can all go wrong um, in one corner, like one mistake or someone else's mistake. So just gotta bring it home. I just hope, Clean and I get to battle in the final race a little bit. I was looking forward to that today, but I was positioning myself right behind Tycho, so I could, use some ERS, DRS to keep. I think I had a better straight line speed, but he was faster than me in certain corners. But bring on the final race.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be a fun one. And yeah, we're going to the new game obviously after next week. So it should be a good one. Should change up next season. But congrats on your P1 tonight here, Zig. Congrats on that. I know you earned that one. Had to really race hard. But congrats. We'll see you next week. Good luck to you. Hopefully you get that championship, buddy. Let's move on to our second place. LRS, I know you're over there with him.
Yeah, clean. First of all, obviously you're not happy. We'll cover that after, but you did have a good race. I'm no offense to Zig, but I do think personally you had the fastest car, and you probably should have won this race if that lap 28 incident didn't happen between you, Kiwi, and Tycho. But I liked the strategy. You were using the ERS. You were playing with it. And ultimately, you were in the best spot to win the race. You were on the freshest tires, the fastest compound, and ultimately it didn't work out. But yeah, how are you feeling about all of that? And you could take me through what happened with Tycho as well.
Yeah, strategy worked out pretty much as good as it could happen. I was just staying behind Tycho for most of the time, trying to save up ERS. I was planning on making a move, but he pitted. I was hoping he'd stay out one more, and then I would go by him and then pit. But, uh, I mean, for the incident, I mean, it's pretty clear what happened. He was just being an idiot. So, blocking for no reason, pushing me off track, stuff like that. So, uh, and then he wrecked Kiwi too. He dumped Kiwi early in the race, and then he wrecked Kiwi's race again, which I feel bad for him because he was most definitely the fastest car. I mean, he had like 5 lap older softs than me and ran me down. So, feel bad for him. Zig did really good. He was fast, and yeah.
Yeah, well, it is second place, and unfortunately, with Zig winning for you, the championship gap is now going to be 19 points. I don't think you or Zig will be penalized after this race, so I think it's going to be 19 points heading into Brazil or Qatar, whichever one wins. Do you
Um,
have a preference?
well, look at the ad or the announcement chat now. I have had the Brazil swing. It is now Brazil ahead of Qatar.
I mean, Qatar, I won. Yeah, they're both pretty equal for me. I won here last season, or maybe a season before that, in wheel to wheel at Qatar, and I've also last race at Brazil I won. So, uh, I don't really know which one I'd rather. I'd probably rather Brazil because I can pass a little bit easier. But yeah, probably Brazil just overall. I feel like it's better, and maybe if it rains, that would help me out a little bit too.
Yeah, well, you're probably going to have to win the race and hope something happens to Zig. He probably would have to finish 8th or 7th or lower. But yeah, congratulations on your second place finish. Probably had a little more in you, but unfortunately, it's not the way it swung tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, SP, you can get whoever you want to next.
All right. Let me interview. Yeah, let me get interview. Last interview for the night. Let me interview Andre. Andre, you got a copy there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm here, man.
All right, hopefully your audio's included. First race tonight, wheel to wheel. I just have a simple question for you. How'd you like it, man? Just take me through your whole race and experience here.
Oh man, I think I thoroughly enjoyed that, man. It was a pretty late. I, it was just a couple hours before the race that I knew I was gonna be racing, so I kind of mentally prepared for that, and then hopped on the game in the practice lobby and just started doing laps. And by the time the qualifying session came around, I had already probably done like 16, 20 laps maybe, and just put in a good lap, qualified in a good place, and just kept my nose clean. I had some good battles with Laser. That was pretty good. And I don't know what's gonna happen with the penalties, but a P6 is pretty strong on my debut. I think that's a job well done.
Yeah, for sure. You're probably gonna end up with a P5, depending on how close you were to Tycho. Maybe Tycho doesn't get any penalties and we move on, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
including audio again. I think the one that saw in front of me, the Kiwi one, that's probably gonna be him. I haven't seen it yet, but he just posted the one behind me that I didn't see. I don't know.
Yeah.
Kiwi,
We're gonna
Kiwi
look at
posted that.
that. Luke got a
That
great angle of
one
it.
that one doesn't. I don't know. We'll see.
And I don't know
Yeah,
what the
it's
situation with the reserves is, but I'd like to come back and race with y'all.
Well, put it this way. The reserves, just show out. I mean, we let a bunch of reserves. Every reserve that raced last season got a full-time ride this season, except for T-Comp. But then he ended up, but instead he actually got it after. Now T-Comp's back, so if you just show up and you race, you're gonna be able to race full time. And that's all we ask. Just show up, come and race. That's it. This is a fun group of guys, and they're always willing to help you out and learn. And there might be a few, assholes in here, but I mean,
they're everywhere.
they're
And
they're
I'll
everywhere.
speak.
Every league has
Uh,
them.
I'll say this about Andre. Super nice guy. I think he's having his first season with ARL. Um, Clean racer, fast, and such a nice guy. So would be awesome to have him. So if you've noticed, Andre, there's a lot of overlap between ARL and wheel to wheel. Some of it was designed but this is the equal tier, like unwritten rules, right? But this is the equal tier. There's the realistic tier at ARL. It's
Oh,
good to have both drivers cross leagues, and Clean joined ARL recently, and he's been a magnificent addition. Uh, Next season's gonna be awesome. So anyway, welcome to Wheel, Andre. Good to see you.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that. Yeah, appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure. My debut ended up 18th, 4 laps down. in the fence at Austria. We don't talk about that. Anyway, great job, Andrew. Hopefully we'll see you again next week, and then hopefully for the new game, F1 2024. Other than that, Luke, I think that should do it for us tonight. Do you have any final thoughts about this event we just witnessed?
No final thoughts. Just that I wish that was cleaner because that was going to be a great race between the top four of them. And it would have been really fun to see how that played out.
Yeah, for sure. Well, this will do it for us here on the Esports Racing Network. Make sure to go follow us on Instagram. We're trying to get up to 500 followers. We're doing pretty good. We've got like 200 followers in the last week and a half, so we gaining that follower count. We got about 80,000 views on another video. We chilling, so we getting popularity. We love that. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight here on the Esports Racing Network here at Silverstone. We'll see you next week, most likely at Brazil or Qatar. So it'll be a mystery when you guys get in here. Looks like
It's
Brazil.
tied right
yeah.
now. It's tied right now at 11.
It's gonna be a good one. So you guys have a good one. We will see you next week in the finale versus Clean versus Zig. It's gonna be a good show. You guys do not want to miss it. You guys have a great rest of your evening, great rest of your weekend, and we will see you next week for the finale.